Okay. See if we can get all the rest of the stuff set up real quick. Possibly. There we go. Just my arm right there in the middle of the stream, because I'm awesome like that. Oh, are you serious? Gosh dang it, why would it log me out? Okay. Hi, Kenny. Oh, fudge nugget on a stick. Okay. Come on. Select all, copy. Dear Twitter. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm trying to get this tweeted out, and of course, everything just kind of got disconnected on my phone. Oh, okay, Kat, I love you, but you're gonna have to keep your balance. Okay, maybe. Okay. I think. Hi, Evie. I think I got everything set up right. And baby girl, you're not gonna be able to sit on my shoulder for this. I'm sorry. The idea today is to attempt to use PITTs to make this kind of an opal-like unicorn. I have a couple of colors that I think would be good for it, and then I've got some Wink of Stella, both a clear and a white that we can play with. I don't know how all this is gonna work. I've got a little thing of alcohol and a little thing of water. It's gonna be an experiment. I did not try any of this beforehand. We're just gonna roll with it. This could just end in epic disaster. But I figured it'd be more entertaining if I tried to do this live with you guys, because who wants everything to go right all the time, right? Okay, I'm gonna put you on the ground, girly girl. Or do you just wanna kinda like walk across the stream? You could do that too, but you're gonna have to move. Or not. Oh no, don't hit the camera. Oh, I love you, baby girl. I love you. Well, that's not gonna work. Be free. She's like, but I don't want to be free. Hi, Lori. Okay, so, I mean, I've got a couple sizes of brushes too that I'm going to possibly be experimenting with. And of course, they're stinking long-handled because that is literally the only brushes I have around the house anymore. These are from my art days back in college. So, yes. See, I can see, oh, look, I can actually put it all the way up without hitting the camera. We're good then. We're golden. I'm worried about nothing. Okay, so the colors I have are Pink Matter Lake 129. And then I've got yellow or light yellow glaze 104. And then light cobalt turquoise 154. And then light platho green, which is 162. So I'm just gonna scribble some. Oh, that's a lovely noise. That's a noise to keep you up at night. Getting into the Halloween spirit. Got the squeak monster that's gonna come through and get you. I don't know why I get so much joy out of that sound. Okay. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm probably gonna have to replenish that often, but I'm gonna do a little bit of the, okay, I want it more diluted than that. And I'm not really gonna like have a rhyme or reason to anything. I'm just gonna kind of splotch and throw on and just make a mess, right? There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. I never have a rhyme or reason. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab the blue. Maybe pull some of it. Hi, Sammy. And if I go really, really quiet, it's just because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So I'm just slowly trying to figure everything out. Maybe add some more blue back into here. But how is everybody doing? It is snowing here right now, and I'm not too thrilled about it. We probably already have an inch on the ground, and they're guessing about 3 inches.
Yep.
My guess is it's gonna end up more than 3 inches because it looks gross right now.
Technically they said 3 to 5, so you could be right.
Hi, baby girl. You gonna come say hi to everybody? Yeah. Everybody is sweatered up right now. I'm sweatered up. Well, okay, everybody but Jeff because he's just a heat monster. But yeah, the girls have shirts on, the boys have shirts on. And when we have to go outside, the boys put jackets on as well. Just covering all of our bases. But other than that, not being thrilled about snow right now, things are pretty good. Ooh, that is turning out not quite the shade of yellow I thought it was going to be. Hi, Charlotte. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea how any of this is going to turn out. This was just a spur of the moment. Let's see if it's even doable kind of concept. Let's start with this one because that's still got alcohol where I put it down. I am sorry for the squeaking. I know some people, sorry, I have the paintbrush in my mouth. Some people don't enjoy that sound. So I'm wondering if I go in with a blotching technique as well, if that'll give it. Just a little bit of alcohol on that. Maybe. Something I'll like get some like so that it doesn't all have to be streaks and whatnot. Hi, Grace. We got a lot of people coming in today. That's exciting. Like I said, we're just gonna find out whether or not this is a thing that can be done. And I'm trying not to judge it on the first pass of like slowly putting color down, because I think this is gonna be something that you're gonna have to build the color up with. Because I have an image of what I want to accomplish in my head. I don't know if it is actually going to be what happens, but it's something to definitely try for. And I might end up, I haven't decided yet, but I might try and grab a purple, to add a little bit of purple in here, because these are India ink, they don't necessarily blend. They layer, but through that layering, they don't necessarily create the color mix. Yeah, this is something I've just kind of made up on the spot, Grace. Because I was looking on YouTube and I'm like, okay, is there any like tutorials on how to do opal light coloring with, say, markers or whatnot? And most of them are colored pencils. Some of them are watercolor, which is sort of where I'm getting the idea for these from. But a lot of them are colored pencil. So and I'm really, 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 really hoping that this just doesn't end in tears. Which, you know, maybe tears will help improve it. You get some nice like splotch, this kind of stuff. You never know. Tears aren't always a bad thing. Well, oh, I'm glad you could stop in and say hi, Lori. Let's see. The brush is getting a little dry, which I think is actually giving it a nice effect. I'm just gonna, ooh, that's fun. Maybe I won't get a new color until my brush is completely out of color. It's doing some interesting things when it gets really, really dry. But I want to keep it nice and light because I still want that almost white, pure unicorn type effect. And I keep hitting the cord to my camera. And I'm thinking about doing the hair the same way, but maybe a little bit more pigmented with the color. Hi, Linda. So, get some more of those splotches in there. This is kind of fun. A little soothing and relaxing as well. Okay, so what besides the snow? Like, I'm trying to remember what I did this week. There was a library book sale this weekend, which I ended up getting a good handful of books, maybe 19 books or so. It was very much picked over this year, more so than it has been in years past. I think it's slowly gaining popularity, which is a good thing for the library. Not so much a good thing for my book buying habits. That's fine. I have way too many books as it is. I keep trying to make one of my yearly goals to read all of the books that I currently own before getting more books. That never really happens. I tend to get distracted by new books. Okay, where do I want to That was darker than I wanted it to be. We will make it work. Add some in there. Well, I wanted to do an opal-like unicorn, but I made it my goal for this month to only use my pits. And so I'm like, okay, so what is a way that I can get like a soft opal-like feel and get maybe some like splotchiness and maybe possibly a little bit of blending, but still use my pits. And so I was looking on YouTube, trying to see if there was any kind of tutorial. Found a ton with colored pencils and a few with watercolors. So when I saw the watercolors, I'm like, well, if I add like water or some alcohol, maybe I can get the pits to kind of work like a watercolor. And so that is where this was born. Make some of these just a touch darker. This is, hold on, let's see if I can get it open. This is Colorful Unicorns by ColorIt. So yes, it is ColorIt. Hi, Kim. Hi, anybody I've missed coming in because I've just been blabbing. Slowly but surely. Probably should have added a touch more alcohol to the brush. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like Inktober. I mean, I'm sort of using the Inktober concept by limiting myself to just my pits. And it really makes you think outside of the box in ways that are a little uncomfortable. but I am not disliking the way this is going. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's a happy mess. Hi, Darla. So I think, let me get some green up in there. Yes, I have a thing of 91% alcohol. You can just find this in the first aid section. And this is actually how I decorated some of my wedding invites, is because I threw a smear of color on it, but instead of using water, I used alcohol, mainly because it doesn't warp the paper nearly as much because it dries fairly quickly. And so even though I'm adding all of this stuff, there's not a lot of water being put down. So that was the idea behind that. I do have a thing of water over here just in case I didn't like what was happening with just the plain alcohol, but I'm not disliking it so far. Ooh, that sound, that sound. Trying to be quick about it.
Excitable baby birds.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could probably do this with like any kind of ink. Can't imagine that it would just be limited to these colors. So, I mean, that's basically how you create alcohol ink. Just get some pigment and add some alcohol and go. Okay. Let's start going at the hair. Didn't quite clean that one out the way I wanted to. Oops, hit the cord. Like I said, the handles on these brushes are ridiculously long. I'm purposely trying to make the hair more pigmented than I did the body, because I want more white to show up in the body, but I want the hair to just have a touch more color to it. Kind of looks like a rainbow, just upchucked onto the unicorn. You know, you have to try everything once, right? See if it turns out. And a unicorn's a magical beast, so it would make sense that a unicorn would just kind of like leave itself all over it, right? Gotta make sure I don't accidentally color a ribbon. I did. That is exactly what I'm doing. It's kind of a mix between watercoloring and alcohol inking, if that makes sense, since I'm using alcohol as my transfer media. I might come back and make some areas darker because everything's looking a little one-toned right now. And that's not exactly what I wanted. Or I might get like a little bit of shadow coloring and add it in there to add some depth to it too. There's really no like set pattern that I'm following. I'm trying to make it as random as I can. Because my hope kind of is to have this soft unicorn in the middle here, and then have these like really bold, vibrant colors all the way around so that she really pops. Oh no. Okay. Thought I was gonna seize there for a second there. Oh, I didn't know you did a live stream, Rebecca. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That and I need more hands. Ah, puppy dog. Hi, do you need something? He seems a little unsure about life. Stretch.
I think he just woke up to the squeaking.
Okay, the squeaking startled the dog.
Of course, I have a cat in my shirt. He's now freaked out.
I can understand that, Rebecca. I have two Sholos, Grace. Which is, that was not the color I wanted to grab first, but we're switching it up. Which is the Mexican hairless. Just like Coco. That's what I always tell everybody when they ask what kind of dogs I have. I'm like, you know the movie Coco? You know the derpy looking dog in that movie?
We got two of them.
That's the kind of dogs I have.
Derpy dogs.
Yeah. They're special little pups. I mean, it's kind of hilarious because a lot of things don't faze them, so I'm not sure why the squeaking suddenly startled him. That's exactly it, Grace. We've got a theme of hairlessness going on in this house. But you know, what can you do? Things just happen, okay? Sometimes things intentionally happen. But Well, it depends on which part of the house you're talking about, because we're still in the middle of introducing the cats and the dogs together. So the dogs do not have full run of the house. There are sections where it's just the cats, so that the cats don't feel like threatened or paranoid. But they're slowly getting to the point where they're chill about being in the same room together, which is what we want. So, I mean, the dogs are pretty much bulldozers, where the cats are, okay, this is my spot, go away. If that makes sense? Okay, some yellow in there. It's kind of looking like the primary colors of Play-Doh. It's a Play-Doh unicorn. Oh man, ran out of yellow. No! There's gotta be some more yellow that I can grab. Okay. Maybe we can hit the rest of the hair with one more pass. I'm being optimistic. Yell at me if I'm getting off screen, guys. Let's start a yellow down here. Yeah, I might have to think about stocking some backups of my pits, because I think the ink is starting to get low on some of them. I've been using certain colors rather consistently, and I bet most of you guys can guess which colors those are. Yeah, the pits take a little bit of a learning curve. And you can't necessarily treat them like a water-based marker, and you can't necessarily treat them like an alcohol-based marker. It's the joys of India ink. So they have a kind of translucent quality to them. And they don't necessarily have a lot of blendability. So you have to learn how to create the illusion of blending by using that transparent quality. Does that make sense? At least that's kind of how I use them. That, and they are a permanent ink. So once you get them down and you let them dry, they're not gonna move. So a lot of times when I'm trying to like layer, I have to move really, really fast before it dries, because then you can sort of get the illusion of blending when they're still in that wet-ish state. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another pass of color because this is not gonna cover. But I do enjoy using them. Quite a bit, actually. Mostly because since they aren't heavily water-based, I can get away with doing a lot of layers and things on a page before things start to warp or buckle or eat away at the paper. Oh, you know exactly where we are, baby girl. Yeah, you do. Uh-huh. Oh, thank you. I'm enjoying the process. Yeah. Welcome to the club. You come down to say hi? Yes. Can I help you? Mm-hmm. This is Nissa. Thank you for stepping on my palette. I appreciate it. So like I said, the cats are definitely getting more confident around the dogs, because we actually have Nissa down here actually stepping into my live stream, which we haven't had for a month and a half, maybe? So I'll take it. I'm gonna have to strengthen some of these colors. Oh, thank you. I think it's just one of those, I think I got it on clearance at like Petco or PetSmart. It's just a dog sweater. It's usually what I dress everybody up in, is various different sizes of dog sweaters, because they don't really make a lot of outfits for cats, and if they do, you have to buy them on Etsy, and they're ridiculously expensive. So I usually just get them dog sweaters. A lot of times their back ends are hanging out because they're just too long for them. The cats are too long for the shirts, not the shirts too long for the cats. Because a lot of shirts that sizes are made for like the little Chihuahuas or the Yorkies or things like that. And those guys don't have long torsos. But my cats do. And they're a little spoiled. Well, that's how I do. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back through the hair and darken up certain sections because I'm liking how darkening some of the colors looks. At least in the hair. Exactly. A lot of it's almost like I need to get some of the clothes for like the dachshunds and the whippets. That's about the body type that the cats have. So a lot of shirts that they end up wearing, they look like they're wearing crop tops. And it's hilarious, but not very effective in keeping them warm because their butts are just kind of hanging out there. Oh, man. I was gonna have enough. There we go. Probably add a little bit of color into the horn as well. Or I might just keep the horn white. I don't know. The problem with baby onesies is because of how they're sewn, they don't really fit the animals correctly. And plus, they need a hole for which to use the litter box. Which I could probably cut into a onesie. But yes, that could be dangerous. But yeah, a lot of times because of the baby onesies, they end up with too much like extra fabric in the front on their chest because their limbs don't stretch out the same way that babies do. Can you tell that I've tried this before?
Nissa already likes to walk out of her clothes as it is.
But I mean, if I got them from secondhand shops, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. But even baby clothes can be quite expensive. I have my mom. Sew them. I actually have my mom crocheting some snoods for the boys. And I'm slowly trying to figure out, you know, how to crochet sweaters and knit sweaters That might be a thing in the future. Oh, I always put everything in the wash no matter if it's secondhand or not. As soon as I buy it, it goes straight into the wash. Mainly because I don't even trust buying new because you don't know what kind of chemicals they used for dyeing and all that kind of stuff. And we've got sensitive skin around here. Almost everybody in this house does. So, never put anything on until it's been washed. Hi, Yama. So, just trying to darken up where colors got a little light. And then it kind of adds a little extra depth of color. Like I said, I think this is going to be one of those things that slowly but surely build up the layers. So it's going to be a little bit tedious, but sometimes tedious is fun. Thank you for stopping in, Sammy. And good luck with all the chores, because adulting is fun. I have to tell myself that all the time. Adulting is fun. I'm getting a little bit over the edges, but that's okay. Yeah, there are times that I wish I was like Peter Pan and I could just, you know, do whatever, whenever, however. Make up my own rules. Not have to worry about things like mortgages and health care. Things just kind of worked themselves out. Green in there. Do I want to color that horn? Do I not want to color that horn? Do I just want to leave it a nice shimmery sparkle? I do think I want to add a touch of shadow to some stuff though. So I might use my warm gray. The chat has spoken. Color is a thing that needs to happen. I might, instead of trying to do strokes on the horn, I think I might try for more of a dabbing effect. So maybe I will darken some of these up to get some of the color off of the brush. And then kind of Hi, Katrina. Welcome to me. Awkwardly just putting color down. Still snowing out there. It's coming down steady. Okay, so I am going to, I have this warm gray 1270, which I'm going to attempt to add some shading to all of this so that it's got a little bit more dimension. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're gonna try. If it's, I might choose a darker warm gray. But I don't want to go like too dark. Maybe a warm gray 3. Don't mind my reach. And my nose. You're welcome for that. Okay, so we're going to try the warm gray 3. But first, I'm going to clean off my palette. So... It's a lovely color. There we go. I swear there is color going down. Not that you can really see it. Oh, this should be interesting. That's not going to get me very far if that's all that's going to come out. I am sorry for the squeaking. My alcohol's getting, I mean, a little bit, but not much. So, but I mean, if you sit the water and the alcohol next to each other, see it a little bit, but not a whole heck of a ton. I'm just that's not the close side of the cap. I just want to add some shadow. That's what I'm trying to do. But like I said, it's not getting me very far. Maybe this was a good idea. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I mean, it's not a very dark gray that I'm using in the first place, but it's just not going very far. So I have to keep putting it down. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to go too terribly dark. Ooh, ooh, what just happened there? Come on. I'm possibly abusing this brush a little bit. Oh. Well, that just like went right there on the page. Not exactly what I was going for, but it happened. Yeah, because see, right now, I'm using this shade of warm gray. So the next step up is the 4, which is a significant step. So, let's see if I can... just kind of model it a little bit, but it's kind of just... That's what it's doing right now. Could possibly try it with the water instead of the alcohol to see if it lays down any differently. So what is that? What is that? What are you doing? Ah! Yep, and this is the point where I'll probably start overworking everything. This is such a good idea in my head. I'm wondering if I'm just making it muddy. Might be a matter of slowly working things, I suppose. This is why I've always been really paranoid about getting into watercoloring. Is because of the slow build up. I love my alcohol markers because I can get like this really deep color straight away. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I had patience. And I guess this is slowly building my patience. But, oh goodness. Oops, that's the wrong end of the paintbrush. That is not gonna work. Build this up a little bit. The squeaking. Oh yeah, Katrina, it is. I'm just using PITT pens and some alcohol from the first aid section. Oh goodness. Oh no. I keep on trying to want to dip the wrong end of the paintbrush into the alcohol, which will do nobody any good. We get a little on the underside of the horn. Okay. I'm not being careful to completely clean off my brush before I dip it in the alcohol anymore, since I'm just using the same color. that worked out fairly well. Now, why couldn't everything just work out that well? And to think, I was paranoid that, you know, I wouldn't fill the whole hour doing this. And we're already over an hour at this point. Gonna darken up the plait a little bit. Gonna kind of steal some of the ink that's still kind of on the page. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you were liking it. I think I'm slowly getting used to it. I am destroying this brush. Thank you, Charlotte. A little bit of green, but I think I'm almost ready to add the glitter. Because what is a unicorn without glitter? Gonna darken that ear just a touch. Well, I'm glad I'm inspiring some of you guys. Would you believe that this is the first time I've ever used a paintbrush on a coloring book? Because I've been super paranoid about it. I need to add one more quick layer to darken that just a touch more. Give it one more layer of depth. Where was I gonna put this? Right here. It does make me want to try some more watercolors. Oh, I think you will do amazing, Linda. Especially if I can do it, like anybody can do it. Trust me. Because I have not a lot of skill at this. Thank you, Katrina. Like I said, I feel like I should stop playing with it and futzing around and just get the glitter on. Because I feel like I'm gonna overwork it and it's gonna be really, really muddy, and yet I can't make myself stop. I need to walk away. Need to walk away. Walk away, April. Okay, putting it down, flipping that over. I have clear and I have white. Now the clear comes out with more of a like a goldish glitter, and then the white, I mean, you get white. So I might use the white for like highlight spots and then just like slather glitter all over with the clear. So, and I don't trust myself to put it straight down onto the unicorn because I haven't got the pressure release of this very well. So we're just gonna kind of, come on, there we go. Just gonna. over the horn too. I don't know if I want to do the hair or just do the unicorn. Kind of just leave the hair as is. That is something I have been thinking about, is stepping through the expanded collection of all of my utensils, because it's gotten a little crazier since I last did my video, but it would take a lot of doing. So I'd have to like really dedicate myself to that. Just want to bloop a color, please. There we go. Oops. Well, we got some on the ribbon. That's fine. I can fix that later. Probably should have waited until last thing to do all of this, but I never do things the right way. And that's fine. So this is just the clear stuff. Because like I said, I think I just want to use the white for highlights. I'm sort of layering the glitter, making it a little bit more intense in the shadow areas. Yeah? You gonna come down here, baby girl? Did you do your thing and now you're back? This is just a wink of Stella. This is just the clear version of it. Hi. Can I help you, baby girl? She's like, no. I'm just gonna stand here with my butt towards you. I appreciate all that you do for me, kitty. She gonna climb on top of him? Hi, Robin. Like, I don't know if she... Oh, hi. How you doing? I almost dipped my brush into my alcohol. That would not have been good. Creating the illusion of shadows with glitter. Who would have thought? I might be oversaturating the paper with glitter. Nobody judge me. Spread it out. Okay, that was a little too intense. not exactly what I wanted. Just gonna spread that out there. Yes, it's true. Especially with this stuff, because I feel like this stuff isn't nearly as obnoxious as it could be. Because it's more of like a body shimmer. Very glittery nostril, because that's how nostrils are supposed to be. Because the fun part is, you can layer the glitter. Because if you sit there and you let it dry, and then you come back over with another round of glitter, it just keeps going. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Whew. But the funny part is, it's getting hard to see because the glitter is reflecting my light back into my face right now. Sorry. It's like I'm trying to get an angle where I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. I think I squeezed too much out on that. Okay, what I want to do is kind of get a little bit of white, just right there. I have this tiny section right in here that I kind of missed. There we go. Maybe? Can't decide if I want to add glitter to the hair. I think I'm not going to. Whoop! as it just slides down my desk. I'm gonna add a little bit. There we go. Glitter to that though. Okay, I think that is where I'm going to end this for now. We'll come back to this and we'll see if I've decided if, you know, I want to futz more with the hair or not. But for now, this is where I'm going to leave him. Thank you guys for joining me for this experiment. It's been fun. I'm enjoying how it turned out, and I hope to see you guys all again next week, same time, same place, 11 Central, and I heart all of your beautiful faces. Bye.